The Self. This is a continuation of the previous video called Brahman. If you have not seen that, stop now and watch that first. A quick recap of what we have learned so far. The final definition of God, according to the Vedas, is Brahman or consciousness. Before the universe manifested, only Brahman existed. But the causal state of the universe also existed simply because Brahman has the capacity to manifest as the universe. This potential state is called Maya. So Brahman combined with Maya to become the universe. I also learnt that I have three material bodies: the gross body, Sthula Sariram, the subtle body, Sukshma Sariram, and the causal body, Karana Sariram. My subtle body is able to reflect Brahman to create my own consciousness, called Jivatma. The reflected consciousness is what makes me sentient and different from inanimate matter. Let's continue. The experiencer and experienced. The eyes see the many shapes and colors of the objects in this world, but the eyes cannot see themselves. From this we can learn two things. The eyes are the experiencer, and the shapes and colors are the experienced. Therefore, the experiencer is different than the experienced. Second, the experiencer cannot experience itself. Why? It is the subject of the experience and therefore cannot become an object of experience. Now let us apply the same reasoning to myself. I experience the external world, the trees, rain, sunlight, and so on. Therefore, I am not the external world. This is fairly obvious, but it is important to follow this line of thinking, so bear with me. Let us consider my gross physical body. Do I experience my body? Why, yes. I can feel my sore back. I can feel the rain on my face. It is clear that I experience my body. So applying the same logic, I am the experiencer and I experience my body. Therefore, I am not my gross body. Now let us move to our subtle body, specifically our mind. Do I experience my mind? I can experience every emotion in my mind: anger, sorrow, love. By the same logic, I experience my mind. Therefore, I am not my mind. The subject is always there. Is it possible for me to go somewhere that I am not there? Of course not. That's a silly question. But it reveals something profound. The subject is always present. Objects come and go. If you recall our discussion about the three states of awareness, in my waking state, my gross body, my subtle body, and causal body are all active. In my dream state, I cannot experience my gross body. Only my subtle body and causal body are experienced. Deep sleep state, my subtle body is also not experienced. Only the causal body is active. What can we infer from this? My gross body and subtle body leave my experience every night. This reinforces the conclusion that I am not my gross body or my subtle body. I am not my causal body either, since that is also matter. Why do we make this mistake of identifying with the gross body and subtle body? It's because they are very intimate to me. Ask someone who wears spectacles what he sees. He will rattle everything off except his glasses. This is because he mistakenly identifies the spectacles as part of himself, even though it's obviously an external object. To progress on the Vedantic path, I need to develop this kind of discrimination to distinguish between the experiencer and the experienced. So, I am not my gross body. I am not my subtle body. I am not my causal body. Then what am I? I am the reflected consciousness, the Jivatma, Brahman reflected through my subtle body. Thus, we can see that there is only one Brahman, but many Jivatma, since there are many subtle bodies. We can also see that every living being is illumined by the same Brahman that illumines me. Thus, a true jnani sees everyone as himself and sees Brahman or God in everyone. Not stopping there, just as the sunlight reflected by a mirror has the same nature as the original sunlight, the Vedas declare that I, the Jivatma, am the same as Brahman. The Chandogya Upanishad declares Tattvamasi. This is a grand pronouncement or Mahavakya, revealing the great truth. That Brahman, you, Jivatma, are. Or more simply, you are Brahman. This concludes the fundamentals of Vedanta. A list of suggested study material can also be found at the Tattvamasi blog, tattvamasiblog.wordpress.com.